We are living in times when we are in chronic stress. Most of it have to do with our lifestyle, exposure to technology. And that, my friends, can be a root cause of cardiovascular diseases, mental health problems, autoimmune conditions, and many more. Hello friends, this is Dr. Rhythm, and today I'm going to talk about a topic which is very dear to my heart. It has personally helped me for my rare chronic lung condition as well. So we're going to talk about mindfulness. Now, do you guys know that we have an inbuilt stress response, also known as flight and fight response? This was discovered by one of the scientists in Harvard, Dr. Walter Kennan, in 1920s. So basically what this is, when our body perceives a threat of hunger, pain, or from a predator, our body goes into a stress response. This response can be very adaptive and can help in a situation. But do you guys know that even though we are not eliciting the stress response all the time in recent era, however, we are living in times when we are in chronic stress. And most of it have to do with our lifestyle, exposure to technology, and our worldly responsibilities. The extent of this stress response is dialed down, but it is chronic. It makes us wired, and at some point it makes us wired and tired. And that, my friends, can be a root cause of many conditions, and we are seeing an upsurge of cardiovascular diseases, mental health problems, autoimmune conditions, and many more. Now, interestingly, our body also has a defense mechanism called relaxation response. And you'll be surprised to know this was discovered by one of the cardiologists named Dr. Benson, ironically in the same room where Dr. Kennan discovered the flight and fight response. Now, the stress response is more automatic. You have to do extra efforts to elicit a relaxation response. And there has been many evidence-based studies which has shown that with relaxation response, it can decrease your blood pressure, decrease your anxiety levels, improve your focus, improve your sleep, and many other health benefits. And one of the best way to elicit relaxation response is through mindfulness. Now the next question comes, what is mindfulness? Now there is different perception of mindfulness in various scientific, cultural, and spiritual circles, but in simple language, how I perceive it, mindfulness is just being present in a moment. And you're present in a moment in such a way that you are non-judging, you're not bothered by the bad memories of the past, and you are not overly worried about the fear of the future. Now, what does this do to you? I feel, and I'm still learning and experiencing, when we practice mindfulness on a daily basis and on a persistent routine, you can begin to see a shift in yourself. The shift starts within your body first, then as your practice deepens, it goes further at the level of your mind. And when that happens, you can begin to see changes in your thoughts and emotions. When you do see that, this further manifests in your words and actions. And this, my friend, can be transformative. It can help you to find acceptance. It can also help you to find peace. Now, there are many countless ways to practice mindfulness. I'll just share what is my go-to best way to practice mindfulness. And I personally really enjoy the benefits of meditation. Now, there are two things to remember about meditation. Number one, you have to do it on a daily routine. You just have to do it, not expecting any results. It's not to make you feel happy, not to make you joyous. It's just there to make you feel what you're experiencing in that moment. The second thing about meditation is I normally divide it into formal and informal meditation. Now, what are these? So formal meditation is when you are spending daily time in any mindful practice. It can range from 10 to 30 minutes or even more. It is your state of being. Informal meditation is when you try to be mindful while performing your worldly chores, and that is hard. That is your doing part. But if you combine these two practices, you can get the desired results. I'll give you an example how I do a formal meditation. I normally divide my formal meditation into 2 phases. Phase 1, in the phase 1, I'll do some physical stretches so that I relax my body, I tune in my body. Phase 2, I lean on breath work, and this helps me to align my mind, to get rid of all that, mindly chatter. And when your body and mind is aligned, we go to stage 3. In stage 3, we use a vehicle to go deeper into our consciousness, and that vehicle is called mantra, something that transcends your mind. This mantra can be any powerful word, powerful, positive word. Maybe you read something from an inspiring or motivational book. It could be from a religious scripture, whatever resonates with you. You can also combine that with music to make it go deeper. Now here, once you do that for a few minutes, you go to the most important phase of meditation practice, which is deeper listening. So how I see it, when you use mantra, it stirs a soup of emotions in your consciousness. In the stage 4 of deeper listening, you just need to be an observer of those thoughts and emotions. It's just like you're watching an ocean, and those are like waves. You just have to be an observer, do nothing until those thoughts and emotions settle down. That's the time when you need to listen. Listen so deeply and profoundly that that message can be transformative. It can be your teacher, can be your guru. Now, coming to informal meditation, I'll just give you 2 simple practical tips that you can practice daily. One is physiological sighing, which means you inhale on 2 breaths until you fill your belly, and then you take a big exhale through your mouth. You do that for 30 seconds to 2-3 minutes anytime during the day. It's very simple. It just goes like this. This can be very helpful to ground you in that moment. The second one, which I practice a lot when I work in the hospital, it's called breath walking. Basically, all you need to do is to synchronize your steps with your breathing. For example, just imagine you're climbing a slide. So you take 4 steps up, and then you just slide down like a wave. And while you do that, you synchronize your 4 steps as you climb up with an inhale, and you synchronize your 4 steps when you exhale while sliding down. It can make walking really fun. You can also add music to it. But these simple tips can be quite helpful in elevating your daily anxiety. I know it's a big talk. Any one take-home message you can take from it is that mindfulness works. There are many ways of doing it. One of the ways is meditation. I will suggest by having a daily routine, doing it on a regular basis in a non-judging, not expecting result, just doing it formally and informally, and you'll be surprised. Have a nice day. Take care.